Hi, everyone. This is Cheryl Abram with Person-Centered Cyber. And today we have an interesting topic. It's about how we make good decisions about our careers, okay? Not just good, the best decisions about our careers. So as a coach and a mentor, I get a lot of questions from folks about these types of things. Okay. And I've asked these questions myself, right? There's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to starting a new career, changing careers, trying to get promoted within a career. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Okay. And we don't have all the answers that we feel we need to make the best decision for us. Okay. Now, let me make this distinction before we get into it, all right? Now, I made a video on my learning channel about the difference between a decision and a choice, with the main difference being the depth and breadth of uncertainty that's inherent in decisions, okay? Now, let's get a little further into this because this is really important, all right? Now, choices are like puzzles where all the answers are there. They're there. You just got to find the pieces and put stuff together. All right. You already know what the picture looks like because the picture's on the box. You know what the final product looks like. Right. There's very little uncertainty in choice. You at least know that there's an answer somewhere. Okay. Now, decisions. Decisions are like jumping off a cliff where you don't know how high you are. You're not sure if you're wearing the proper safety gear, and you don't know what's below you. The degree of uncertainty exceeds what we are typically comfortable with when it comes to decisions. And decisions are like those life-changing things, like who do I marry? When you decide on that, you decide, am I going to go to the military or not? You make a decision about where you're ultimately going to live, what you're, am I going to buy this house with this person? Am I going to get into this business? Those are decisions, okay, where there is a lot of uncertainty. There is no final picture on the box, okay? You have no idea what things are going to turn out to be, So that's why this is about career decisions, okay? And how can we make the best one for us? Now, so this brings me to the primary thing that makes authentic decision making difficult for us. And that is our choice to ignore critical information. And now, I'm not talking about lack of information about the job, the certifications that it requires, the level of experience that you need. I'm talking about lack of information about ourselves and what we really value. All right. Now, this isn't going to be a soft and fuzzy talk. Okay. I'm talking about some concrete things here. All right. So knowledge risk is something I wrote about in 2019. Okay. With the Association for Federal Enterprise Risk Management. I wrote this article for their newsletter, and it's about knowledge failure. All right. Now, knowledge failure is the absence of required action when knowledge is unknown, known but not used, underutilized, misapplied, and are not available when and where needed. Now, do you see that? Knowledge failure is not the lack of knowledge. Knowledge failure is absence of required action. Why? Because of one of these bullets right here. So when it comes to the way we make major career decisions, what's normally the case is we have knowledge that we're not using. So it's bullet number 2, known but not used. Okay. Now, what is it? What is it that we're missing? Okay, let's talk about that. So before I get to that though, even as grown adults, okay, those of you who are listening to this, grown adults, we have jobs, we have, significant others, we pay bills, we're grown, right? But even us, we still want other people to tell us what's best and right for us, as if they know. It's like our whole adult life is like a zero trust framework. Okay, here, let me show you. It's like a zero trust framework. Or that kids game we used to play, Mother May I. Y'all remember that game? Where we have to ask for permission to take every little step. So instead of our playmates or an authentication certificate in a CAC card giving us permission, we require permission, okay, from our spouse, our kids, and not even kids. When I say kids, some of y'all got 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds out there, children, okay, that you feel like you can't make a move until they tell you something, okay? I mean, it's, our gender tells us what to do, our tradition, the credit scores, college professors, your boss. We're doing all this stuff because we don't trust ourselves to make the decision. So the knowledge we have, and only we have, we push that aside and ignore it in favor of what authority figures and tradition and, and fear, tell us to do. And that's a mistake. Okay, that's a huge mistake. There is no way. I'm telling you now, and I'm telling you this because I've experienced it and I've seen it. Okay. There's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to make the best and most authentic decision for you without using this information, the information that we're going to go over in these 4 steps. All right. I just want to make that crystal clear. All right. Now, I'm doing this video and I offer one-on-one coaching because I figured out several things that work in helping me move my life and my career forward. Okay. One of those things is this really super simple decision-making system, all right, that works for me when I use it. I don't choose to use it all the time, all right? And when I rely too heavily on emotion, fear, worry, advice from other people, pleasing other folks, things don't work out for me the way that they could have, okay? And I realize this, and I know this now, all right? So the steps that I'm going to share with you in this video and the next are right here. So step 1, write your decision statement. I'm going to get into detail about all these, okay? Step 2, list 3 or more benefits or values for each option. Benefits, values, that's the same thing. Then you're going to prioritize. Then you're going to make the decision that best aligns with that first value, okay, that you wrote down. Now let's go to step 1 so we can see how to do this. Step 1, you want to write your decision statement. Now, I'm very explicit about write. It's very important to document your statement on paper, type it in the command line, write it on a whiteboard, something that's more involved than just, thinking about it. All right. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example for this whole thing, as you all are maybe aware, but I'll post the video just in case you're not. I was torn between staying the course and continuing my federal HR career, which I've been in for almost 17 years, or changing careers to cybersecurity. All right. That was my dilemma. That was a decision that I had to make. Okay. This was my decision statement or question. All right. Should I remain in HR policy or change careers to cybersecurity? Now, if you don't know what your options are, go ahead and talk to friends, family, look online, do informational interviews, about interesting jobs, read books about different careers to, learn about what's out there. Okay. And you can use that information, but just be sure to do more than asking other people. Okay. You need more than going to your instructor and asking, what certification do I need, and having them tell you, and then you go ahead and do. You got to do more than that. all right? And you will, if you follow these 4 steps that I have here. All right, so that's the end of part 1, okay? Because I said a lot of stuff here and I don't want this video to get too long. So be sure to watch part 2 for the remaining steps, all right? Okay, again, I'm Cheryl Abram, and this is Person-Centered Cyber. I'll see you back here next time.